And then there were two. For the first time since 2013, one of the foundation franchises will lift the IPL title for the first time ever. It's the Royal Challengers Bengaluru versus the Punjab Kings, who will battle it up for IPL supremacy on the 3rd of June. The playoffs are done and dusted. Into the final we go as we build up to the biggest game of the season. You're watching FanCode Super Over. I'm Navneet Krishna. It's time to get cracking. A quick recap of the days that have gone by in the playoffs. There are still 9 days to go for the WTC final, but we won't fault you for thinking if the first playoff game was played at the Lords given the sea movement on offer. That, combined with the return of Hazlewood, meant that RCB were in full swing when they ran through the Punjab Kings batting order. Were they bowling-friendly conditions on honor? They certainly were, but the bowlers had to make full use of it, and RCB did exactly that, with pretty much every single bowler picking up wickets except for one when they went on to dismantling Punjab for just 101. And if Phil Salt is in the mood, that's always going to be a simple task, and Phil was in the zone. RCB made light work of the chase. Was the toss a tough one to lose for the Punjab Kings? Probably yes, but then again, finishing in the top two meant that they did give themselves a second chance. But there were certainly no second chances when the Mumbai Indians took on the Gujarat Titans in the eliminator. And once again, in a high-scoring thriller, Jasprit Bumrah was the difference. Jasprit Bumrah is almost always the difference. 1 for 27 in his 4 overs in a game where 436 runs were scored. It tells you how good the best bowler on the planet was on that night. And how about that Yorker to dismiss Washington Sundar when the two Tamil Nadu boys, Sai Su and Sundar, were running away with the game? It's a delivery that will certainly go straight into the Bumrah Hall of Fame of Yorkers. And was Jasprit Bumrah the deciding factor? Probably yes. But was that all? Absolutely not. And it wasn't just Jasprit Bumrah. The other senior pro, Rohit Sharma, came to life in the eliminator as well. It's the Mumbai Indians that have the big match mentality, which also translates on the field. The presence of mind from Sky before the Jasprit Bumrah 14th over to go down the field and slow the game down just to break the momentum that the Gujarat Titans had at the time probably had a massive say in the eventual result of the game. A play going down on the field and then Bumrah turning a match on its head. We've seen this before, right? To defeat the clutch gods, the Mumbai Indians have got to do something special and commit the R, commit the ire. The captain leading from the front with an unbeaten 87. And how about him squeezing those pinpoint Yorkers from Jasprit Bumrah and Trent Boult? Quite staggering. A special innings from a special player to take his team to a final. And what about Josh English's effort against Jasprit Bumrah? To hit Jasprit for 20 runs in his first over needs a special effort, and Josh did exactly that. Hardik Pandya cut a dejected face and was in tears as the wait for Hardik Pandya to win a game at the Narendra Modi Stadium as the captain of the Mumbai Indians continues, and so do their hopes for a 6th title. The nation was buzzing with the playoffs in full swing. So what did the fans have to say on social media? Here's a little glimpse. RCB had their 29th May redemption day, and so did the Punjab Kings for the anniversary of their first ever final, which ended in defeat. Marked the day they would secure a berth in the Summit Clash for the second time. Sport and its sweet stories again. As Virat Kohli signaled to his better half after the first qualifier, one more to go. One more win and years of heartbreak will heal for RCB and their fans and the king himself, who's seen it all right from the very beginning. And if they do manage to end the title drought, fancy a public holiday in the city on the 4th of June? A passionate RCB fan has written to the Chief Minister of Karnataka requesting the same. This will be something if it were to happen. Is this what Rohit Sharma meant in that advertisement when he said, "Hamare paas Jitendra Bhatawadekar hai"? You put those initials together and it's JB. We might be on to something here because Mumbai's latest recruit absolutely tore into the Gujarat Titans bowling and rendered them completely hapless. While it was a memorable night for the wicketkeeper batter debuting for the Mumbai Indians, it wasn't so memorable for his opposite number. No matter how experienced you are, the pressure of a big knockout game can certainly get to you, and Kusal Mendes found out the hard way. 2 drop catches and dismissed hit wicket while batting. He will hope that there are certainly better days in store down the line in his cricketing career. Care to even venture a guess as to who this freak of a bowler could be? There is only one answer, isn't there? You remember these cold words from Shreyas after the first qualifier? We may have lost the battle, but not the war. And he certainly did walk the talk in the second qualifier. Now, the last time a captain made a bold statement before a final in Ahmedabad, you know what we're talking about. It could be a noisy crowd backing RCB to the hilt, and if Shreyas Iyer can manage to silence them, these words could go down and attain cult status down the line. Now, who are the big match players you certainly have to have in your fantasy 11s come the 3rd of June? Here are some quick picks courtesy Arjun Kumar. You might know him as the fantasy cricket guy on Instagram. Let's start with RCB, and absolutely no prizes for guessing who the first pick has to be. It has to be the run machine, Virat Kohli, who's had a sensational season with the bat. 614 runs in the 14 games at an average of 55.82. I repeat, 55.82. Should we start calling that average in the IPL as Kohliist from now on? It doesn't matter if he's batting first or chasing. Virat Kohli has been amongst the runs, and the big question is, can he take RCB to their first ever title? And if it's Virat Kohli with the bat, it has to be a certain Josh Hazlewood with the ball. 21 wickets in the 11 innings at an average of 15.81 per wicket. He's been quite sensational, and every time the captain has needed a wicket, he throws the ball to Josh Hazlewood. Doesn't matter if it's with the new ball or in the death overs, Hazlewood has been called Hazel God for a reason. And if RCB have to go on to winning their first ever title, you've got to believe that Josh Hazlewood has to be at his very best. And when we move our attention to the Punjab Kings, it has to be Shreyas Iyer. He's fresh off that 87 unbeaten against the Mumbai Indians. He has 603 runs this season at an average close to 55 and a strike rate almost touching 176. How could you not have Shreyas Iyer in your team? And by the way, his record at Ahmedabad is quite outstanding. 184 runs that he scored in the 2 games so far is yet to be dismissed at Ahmedabad, and he already has 2 Player of the Match awards. Shreyas Iyer has to be a certain pick in your fantasy 11. Well, the Punjab Kings have had many different contributors as far as the batting is concerned. When it comes to the bowling, it's largely been an Arshdeep Singh show. He's had 2 tough outings in the playoffs, but overall a very good season. 18 wickets in the 16 matches so far, an economy rate of 8.79. He's been the go-to man for Shreyas Iyer. And the beauty about Arshdeep Singh is that he can deliver across faces like he did for India in India's T20 World Cup campaign last year. And if the Punjab Kings want to end their title drought, Arshdeep Singh's got to play a massive role. And we think you putting your money on Arshdeep Singh may just be a great idea. And for all the fantasy insights that you've gotten all along the season, here's a quick shout out to Arjun Kumar, the fantasy cricket guy on Instagram. After 73 matches, here we are, one step away from crowning the champions of IPL 2025. 2 foundation franchises, 2 teams that have been perennial bridesmaids over the years. The Royal Challengers Bengaluru and the Punjab Kings have had a dream run en route to IPL 2025, and one of them will have their name engraved on that trophy for the first time ever. It certainly is going to be a final that will carry a lot of emotions, and rightly so. For the team that wins, it'll end a near 2-decade-long wait. And for the team that misses out, it will be devastating, for all that hard work over the months will yield nothing and they'll have to start over afresh once again come 2026. Such a sport after all, there can only be one winner. RCB have been here before. They've made it to 3 finals in the past, in 2009, 2011 and 2016, unfortunately going down in each of those occasions. The Punjab Kings have made 1 final in the past. Coincidentally, it was at RCB's den, the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, when they went down to the Kolkata Knight Riders in 2014. As far as the head-to-head numbers go, it's advantage RCB. At the moment, it's 2-1 in favour of the Royal Challengers Bengaluru. And by the way, did you know that any 2 teams that have squared off 4 times in a single IPL season, it has never ended 2-2. It's either been 3-1 or 4-0 in favour of one team. And so if the Punjab Kings want to lift that title, they'll have to script history in more than one ways. At the moment, it's advantage RCB. Oh, and by the way, did you know that for the last 7 seasons of the IPL, the team that has won the first qualifier has gone on to lifting the title? RCB fans, are you listening? Whatever happens, history will be written. The 3rd of June will mark a red letter day for either of these teams in red. What a final we have on the cards. And that brings us to the end of yet another episode of FanCode Super Over. The tension and the excitement is palpable. We're one step away from crowning a new champion. And of course, we're going to be back to review the final and more on the day after the final. Until then, this is your host Navneet Krishna signing off. Enjoy the final. See you soon.